drops to throw, looks left, throws it on out there, and it is intercepted by the Buffaloes. High for the pick is Preston Hahn. Fakes the handoff, set to throw, throws it to the end zone, catch at the one, end zone, touchdown, touchdown Colorado, the best player in college football. Once again, Travis Hunter finds the end zone for the 6th time this season, a strike of 23 yards.
What a victory for the Colorado Buffaloes. They were an underdog by 2 touchdowns coming to this ball game, and they come into Orlando and win 48-21 and knock off Central Florida, now sit at 3-1, make it 4-1, 2-0 in Big 12 Conference play. Coach Gary Barnett, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Well, that was a little bit of a surprise in some respects for a lot of people.
I think it was, Mark. First of all, I expected a closer game. I expected a game in which we struggled stopping the run, and a game in which we would struggle running the football and protecting the quarterback. And in reality, it didn't turn out that way at all. We were able to stop the run, or at least minimize the run, make some plays on the quarterback. We didn't make them one-dimensional. I think the fact that we got ahead pretty quick and got ahead of by pretty far, by 2 or 3 touchdowns, that it changed the way they were going to play the game. And so that helps us. But I think that our offensive line is a work in progress, but it's getting better. We played 3 or 4 running backs tonight. That all looked good, I thought, for the most part. I thought we did a good job of protecting the quarterback with the running backs tonight. And then defensively, we just continue to find a way to be really effective.
Yeah, I want to talk about that defense here in a moment. You think about what Central Florida did coming into this ball game. Number 1 in the nation, 376 yards per ball game. Gary, what was our defensive game plan? Did they stack the box and just say to UCF, you can't run, so you must pass there? What did they do to take them out of their rhythm?
Well, we got in and out of a couple different formations. But for the most part, I think we just played really hard. We had really good linebacker play. We've been getting good linebacker play. Oh, we got a great job out of B.J. Green for the most part. We got a pass rush. We didn't have all of our pass rushers in this game. And yet, I think we were – you look at the numbers and you go, well, those aren't great numbers. Well, look at the numbers they've been putting up, and those were pretty good numbers. And so, I think they caught us a little bit. They got us where they started pulling our linebackers up, and they were throwing the ball behind us, and that drove us crazy, you and me and fans, I'm sure. And then finally, Coach Livingston adjusted, didn't play the run quite as much because he knew they had to throw the ball to win the game, and they didn't have to come up and pressure the run. And that's when we got him, I think. So
Robert Livingston, when Prime hired him as defensive coach, I didn't know Robert. I knew he was an NFL guy, secondary coach, first-time DC. He is showing now through 5 games. Every week this defense gets a little bit better. The game plan looks good. He's an exciting young coach.
I agree, and he's low-key. He's not excitable, and he seems to be a great teacher.
Without question, Buffaloes get the win, now 4-1, 2-0 in Big 12 Conference play as they now head to the bye week before hosting Kansas State in a couple of weeks. Now we're going to talk with our sideline reporter, Bobby Pesavento.
Here comes Jimmy. He's going to dance. He's going to run to the right side. Tries to juke, cuts back to his left, and he's got room. Turns the corner. Got a block, 45, 40. Put down. Kick is up. It is on its way. It's got the distance, and it's good. Time expires, and the Buffs do a great job. Defensive stop. In position, field goal from 46 yards, and it's 27-14. The Buffs have got the lead.
Now we talk with the sideline reporter, Bobby Pesavento. Well, the weather was kind of crazy. We had a delay before the ball game a couple of times, so they got out of the way about 45 minutes late. Didn't even seem to bother Colorado.
No, I felt they would have a lot of distractions with earlier in the week travel and hanging out in Florida for extra days, and then the rain delay. But they came out focused, and it's good to see, right? Because we talked about it in the pregame. If you have senior leaders and you have guys driving the bus, right, and you're going to react okay, and that's what they did. So proud to see that.
Early on, first series of the ball game, Buffs went 3 and out, third down interception thrown by Shedeur Sanders. Outside of that, I thought he was outstanding tonight, wasn't he?
Yeah, he played great. He keeps getting up after getting knocked down. The kid's so tough. But he's making good decisions and making good throws, minus the one that early on in the game. But give a lot of credit to our guys up front too. That we ran the ball well. We made UCF respect that, so then it makes it a lot easier to protect the passer and give Shedeur more time.
Nobody during commercial break, other than the former quarterback, is talking more about having a rushing attack to go along with this offense. Listen, it's not going to be one of the great rushing offenses of all time, but it's getting better. The Buffs went over 100 yards rushing, and there's a threat out there now that really helps Shedeur.
Yeah, you're right, and it doesn't have to be. We're so good on the outside and at quarterback that as long as we make the defense think there's a chance we're going to line up and run it, then they got to appreciate it. And if they don't, we're proven that we can do it. So now, hopefully, guys watching film maybe they'll fill the box up a little bit, and our guys on the outside will have a little more one-on-one coverage, and we can push the ball down the field more.
You know, Travis Hunter did not have his 6th consecutive 100-yard game receiving. Ended up with 89 yards. They didn't need him late in the ball game. He made another interception, and it was a spectacular, great read. Comes off his man, jumps around, comes up with a pick.
Kid's a freak, man. I don't know what else to say. I mean, and he just has a knack for the football. He's so football savvy. He knows where to go, when to fall off of what he's doing to go make plays like that. And the thing that's great about him, he'll stick his nose in there and make tackles too. He's physical, so he's so much fun to watch play.
The thing about this defense, we're talking with Gary, Robert Livingston's doing a great job. There are guys starting to make plays. Yes, Travis out there. He saw the 95-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown by Cameron Shelman Craig. B.J. Green, Wanko was back. This defense is really coming around.
They really are. Give them a lot of credit. And the guys up front played really good today. They put pressure on their quarterback. They were in the backfield a lot. And we haven't seen that lately, in a long time. So it's great to see that push coming from that front seven.
It's awful nice going into a bye week now with a 4-1 record, 2-0. I think there's a lot of people around the country that didn't expect this.
No, honestly, I don't know how much we expected it to turn out the way it did, right? I mean, let's just call it as it is. But it's a great feeling going back to Boulder, get a bye week, get healthy, and you're getting ready for a really good football team that's coming to town.
Right, Gary's going golfing. What are you doing in a bye week?
I'm going back to college. Well, I'm here till Tuesday. Going back to Colorado. I'm just hanging out with my girls next weekend, hang out with my kids.
He's probably golfing before he goes home, though. I almost guarantee you that. That's our solid reporter, Bobby Pesavento. Gary Barnett. Buffs win 48-21, a fantastic 4-1 record, 2-0 in Big 12 conference play. Heading to the bye 2 weeks from now, the Buffs will host Kansas State back in Boulder. Goodbye from Orlando, Florida.